I'm Elad Walach, the CEO of Aidoc, and today we're going to talk a bit about fragmentation and how to fix that. We've all seen the promise of EHR, right? And we've all thought that we're going to digitize and everything's going to be phenomenal. However, when you look at the actual metrics for efficiency, we've gotten way worse in healthcare. For example, if you look at the data, healthcare contributed, according to a McKinsey report, healthcare contributed to 9% of GDP growth, compared to about 30% of all new positions. What that tells us, apart from healthcare being massive, one of every three positions in healthcare, is that healthcare actually lost productivity over time. And that was the formative year of the EHR, 2001-2016. So we're seeing a big increase in, so with the advent of technology, actual healthcare lost productivity, which I find pretty crazy. And that's not what we need. And I think that the reason why we've lost this productivity is because that despite everything being digitized, we still have silos of information. We all know there is a lot of data, but the relevant data doesn't reach the relevant physician at the right time to make a critical decision. And I think until we don't solve that, I don't think we can really reap the benefits of the digital transformation. Healthcare can boast being probably the only vertical seeing negative productivity growth. All other verticals, you implement technology, they get better. Healthcare is the only ones where this rule isn't true. And the reason is that the data is really locked and siloed. And if you look at the physician workflow and experience, when they want to treat a patient, they need to search for a lot of time for the key pieces of information that can make the diagnosis more accurate. But the data is just locked in those different silos. So they're out on a scavenger hunt to find the right piece of data. If we can help them get the right data at the right time to make a decision, we can have a much more productive healthcare. We all talk about the co-pilot, right? The ChatGPT of healthcare. And I do think it can have a lot of important implications for administrative AI. But the co-pilot for healthcare is not enough. And why is that? It's because Copilot is a reactive, individual experience, right? When you use ChatGPT, you basically say, hey, let me pig it. This is what I know about this patient. What should I be doing? But a lot of the problem we have in healthcare is that the right physician doesn't even know the patient exists. The big opportunity we have is that you're coming in the ED with an incidental cardiology finding, and then the cardiology department that didn't know you existed get an alert that they need to do something about it. We need to stop thinking about this as an individual experience, but more thinking about it as a co-pilot for the health system as a whole. That, I think, is how technology can really help us break down those silos, is by carrying the right information to the right location. One of the most devastating but counterintuitive problems we've learned about is the problem of follow-up care. Apparently, data shows that even in great institutions, if you have a finding in the report, there is a 40 to 50% chance nobody will follow up with you on that. To make sure it's clear, let's say you go to the ED with shortness of breath, and there is a suspicion for an aortic aneurysm. They might treat you for that finding, but they will not help you, oftentimes 40-50% chance, they will not navigate you further than that to get your aortic aneurysm treated and seen by a specialist. That is a massive problem caused by fragmentation of systems and fragmentation of incentives. The problem is the person that should manage your aortic aneurysm and understands about it doesn't get the relevant information at all. And that is the big opportunity that we have. If we fix that, we can have coordinated, holistic patient view. They do not treat you for the disease. They treat you as a patient for everything you've got.